This is my intro music. Welcome to the video. I hope you like it lots, so don't forget to subscribe and click the thumbs up button. Now let's react.
Hey, hi, hello there, and welcome to another episode of An Anthropologist Watches Quirky Love Rosee. I know, it's a little Inception moment going on here. The reason for this is more so that you can hear something being said before we get into this, because this video is going to be a masterclass on Rosee gaslighting her audience in real time with her boyfriend in the chat. And I think that's why she was trying to gaslight so fucking hard. But this is my video from a few days ago. I posted this video on February 19th of this year, obviously, yes. And today is March the 4th. And I clipped this little nugget from another video.
Why don't you go dust your brain out?
This video was from 2 weeks ago on February 17th. This is Quirky Love Rosee is going to Texas and is mad at me. Right? We're going to use my video, though. My video doesn't matter. Anyway, so I want to play this little clip. This is Rosee's Insta stories that were captured. They were captured by the other video that I was reacting to, right? Listen, please.
Whatever.
Uh-huh.
It is what it is.
Okay.
But, yeah, man, I don't know. I'm really excited because I'm going to be traveling to Texas. And I'm shit-faced terrified about that, too.
I don't know if she meant to tell us that she was traveling. I meant to put these back on. I don't know if she meant to tell us that she was traveling to Texas because we didn't know where Remy lived before this. So I don't know if this was an intentional slip or not, but I guess we now know where she's going to go when she goes to visit Remy. So that happened, right? It's been documented. It's been documented a lot. This isn't the only channel. HRH isn't the only channel that clipped Rosee saying this. There's another channel called Scrange that caught it. Nikki T caught it because that's where I watched it. We knew from her own mouth while she was being a bitch. I don't know why, smug bitch, that she was going to Texas to go see Remy. And later, she tells us that she's going to go see Remy in a week in another Insta story. And that week, when a week from that Insta story would have put her in this week, which also coincides with spring break. So today being March the 4th, by the way. So we needed to watch that because we needed to get that set up. This is Scrange's channel. I'm not readjusting things. All right. This is Rosee's live stream from February 23rd, 2026. Yes, I know we are behind. But that's because I completely kind of forgot about it. I forgot that I was going to react to it. Let me put it that way. Now, we're not watching the whole stream, but we will probably end up talking way too much about it because this is going into the dark anthropology terms. This is her gaslighting is not my term. But this is A+ manipulation by Rosee, desperately trying to gaslight. It's just literal gaslighting. Like I am actually using the term correctly because I just showed you her saying with her own mouth, I'm going to Texas. Now, I think the person who will say, hey, aren't you going to Texas? I think they were booted or deleted. So I don't think it's going to show up in the chat. I'm not going to show it to you anyway. Okay. But I am going to be using the transcript to bounce around. So, right. So we are going to be starting about 32 minutes and 50 seconds in. This is the first point where Rosee realizes that something is amiss in the land of Rosalind. This is actually, we've backed up to minute 41:36. Sorry. Much further along. But this is a real quick denial. The first of the denials begins.
Kind of the best way I can explain it And today was like I remember when I like had to clean out content and stuff. I think I did watch one or two things here. But yeah, no, I haven't said where I'm going. But what was I gonna say? Hey Kay, I'm good. But let me see. What was I talking about? Oh, watching the vlogs. I pan fry my bacon.
Okay, so you see that now Rosee gets very distracted easily anyway, which is one of the reasons I like watching cut down versions of this, but this one never got cut down. So we're going to try to do this ourselves. Operative word. But this was a different type of distraction. So she was telling us a story about how she was cleaning up her content and she was sad that she had deleted some things and no. But then someone, they've been booted since, mentions Texas in her chat. And Rosee says, I haven't said where I'm going. I know I haven't said where I'm going. I just played that for you all the way back on February 17th-ish, give or take. So, Rosee clearly stated she was going to take Tejas to Texas, because I remember having that conversation. Now, this is the first denial, but it knocks her off course. And you can see that because it takes her, what's that, minute 41:52. And she doesn't really get back on topic until 42:47. So 40 seconds it takes her to get back on course, which I know doesn't seem like a lot, but that's half a minute it takes her to reset because she knows she fucked up. And she tries that real fast denial, and she's hoping that's going to be enough to cover it up because she knows she did. Right? All right. So this is, I believe, the second denial. It's important to watch these as they start to build because she starts to get hostile with her audience because the audience with the chat knows what they saw. They know what they heard. She's the one that posted it back when she was making those god awful stuffed sweet potatoes, right?
You're good, Nutmeg. Yeah, it's called corporate greed. Clock that.
She's frying bacon, by the way, so that's what the ASMR sounds are in the back. Also, I've been told that this is something that she got off of TikTok, and I hate it. And it's not even something that she's even using correctly. So, good times.
Yeah, like I said, I'm not really said where I'm going, so I don't know why y'all are doing all that shit in the chat.
Let me put the closed captions on so you can see her deny this in real time.
Yeah, like I said, I'm not really said where I'm going, so I don't know why y'all are doing all that shit in the chat, but whatever.
Now, around this time, Remy has entered the chat. And one of the reasons I think this is my personal, and it's not just me that thinks this, but this is my personal opinion. One of the reasons she is so desperate to deny, and gaslight, that she never said she was going to Texas is because Remy's in the chat and she doesn't want him to know that she fucked up and said where she was going. It becomes irrelevant later. But right now, she is lying directly to Remy's face. So not only is she gaslighting her audience, who damn well knows what they heard, she is lying to Remy because she's telling Remy, no, I never said that. No, I never said that. No, I never said that. When she did. And she knows she did. But her lies start to compound and they start to not make sense because this is just how this kind of thing works. She starts to lose track of where she is in her gaslighting lie. She starts to lose track of, wait, did I say I never said it? Or did I say I post? Well, we'll get there. But anyway, I don't want to ruin the surprise. One thing to keep in mind, however, is that the chat is constantly, someone in the chat is constantly bringing it up. I think it's Hamlet who gets banned. Wah, Hamlet. In all fairness, Hamlet was kind of trolling. People are bringing it up in the chat over and over, and that's why she is progressively getting more and more pissed at the audience, at the chat. And she's trying to pretend like she's not mad because she's trying to ignore it.
Okay, Remy. Gotcha. Maybe I said something somewhere and I didn't realize I said it. I don't know. But I was under the impression that that had not been shared. So.
Under the impression what hadn't been shared? Your incredibly intentional video that you put together talking about your potato that you were making, your smug potato that you put together?
Okay, what am I doing? Shartlord. Corner. Get your ass in the corner, Shartlord.
I don't
Oh
know
my God.
I don't care either.
Bye. I can't with y'all. I swear to God.
I swear to God.
People are continuing to bring up that she said that she was going to Texas and that she posted a video in which she said she was going to Texas. People are continuing to bring it up in the chat.
Yeah, that's a chronic problem I have. Not my dunce cap is on. No, because that's not the only reason I blocked that person. Anyway,
I think she's blocked Hamlet now.
what was I gonna say? I think a perfect example of this is when the X's and Mary thing happened. I genuinely did not know I said that until I had seen it clipped, like that whenever that happened forever ago. And yeah, I thought I deleted it before, like as soon as I uploaded it. I guess somebody clipped it. I don't know, but damn, I thought no one saw it. So, anywho. Yeah, so, because, like, I have a lot of customer service experience, right? And I thought you were talking about, y'all, I said something on YouTube. I was like, what? I was like, I definitely didn't do that, but.
Oh, it's all over YouTube now.
Oh, okay. Because I deleted it within, like, minutes. So, I thought no one saw it. I guess some of y'all got my notifications on. I mean, thanks, I guess. But damn. Anyway,
So we go from, no, I never said that. No, I never said that. To, well, maybe I might have said it somewhere. To, I didn't think that got posted. So you did say it. You recorded it and said it. And now we've gotten to, yeah, okay, I recorded it, I posted it, but I took it down. Immediately took it down. Within minutes, I took it down. It wasn't within minutes, by the way. It wasn't within minutes. It was up for a good long time. It's a good long time. And from there, it was, oh, well, I thought you guys meant YouTube, and I know I didn't post it on YouTube. Okay. And then it was, oh, well, I guess you guys have your notifications turned on. So, wow. So now it's our fault somehow because we're paying attention like we're supposed to. So, yeah. So we go from no, I never said I was going to Texas all the way to, yeah, I made a video and I posted it, but I took it down immediately, which she didn't do. It was up there for a while. Now, this is an hour and 12 minutes into this live, and she started her denial at 46 minutes in. So she's been trying to deny this for about an hour, and it's been slowly escalating because she started off with, no, I never said anything, to now she's admitted that, yes, she did not only say something, but she posted it. But it wasn't on YouTube because that made a difference. Cool. But it's on YouTube now. You're welcome. But in the meantime, not only was she denying it and telling people, I don't know what you're talking about. You guys are just making shit up. So she's gaslighting her audience, even though they're all in there being like, no, I'm pretty sure I heard you say Texas. No, I saw you say Texas. The words Texas came out of your mouth twice. So, yeah, we all heard it. I've reacted to it. I have a reaction of it. There's at least 3 people who recorded it and posted it on their channels. Yeah, we know. I'm pretty sure there's 2 live reacts to it because I watched 2 people who do live reacts, probably 3 of you saying you're going to Texas. Girl, we done known. I did it wrong. We knew. I'm going to stop trying to say that. I think I've screwed that up both times I've tried to do it. Anyway, the point is, this is her in real time trying to gaslight everyone all at once, even though we're like literally holding the evidence right in front of her. Right? No. That's not evidence. It's you saying the word Texas twice, coming out of your own mouth twice. Granted, that mouth is full of sweet potato and other gnarly things that you put on top of it, but you said Texas twice. Because I was like, I don't think you meant to say that. But there it is. Okay. Now, it gets worse because, again, as I said, Remy's in the chat. And I don't think I don't think that Remy wanted her to tell people where he was yet. But the girls always tell on themselves. They're very bad at keeping secrets. Clearly. So at some point, I don't know if it's already happened or not, but at some point, Remy says, I don't mind if people know I'm in Texas. And that's when this completely blows her I never said that argument out of the water, because now Remy has said, well, I'm in Texas. I don't mind if people know I'm in Texas, with his own little fingers. He types it out. So that negates her argument of, no, I never said that. No, I never said that. And that's when it starts to evolve into, okay, maybe I might have posted a video about it on Instagram and completely forgot about it. And that's where this whole like X as in Mary. I wasn't here for that. I've heard people joke about it. I don't know what the context of that is, but she claims she's using that as an example of claiming that sometimes she just says things that she doesn't remember saying. And apparently making a whole ass video where she mentions that she's going to Texas twice, she just doesn't remember it at all. But she remembered to delete it. So you remembered it enough to go and delete it, But you don't remember saying Texas twice in the video? Okay. All right, sure. But you see how this has to evolve? And it goes from just blatantly denying it to her eventually having to admit that, yeah, she really did do that. And yeah, she really did post it. And damn, you guys, wow, you're on it. Wow. How dare you? Do you not want your audience to follow you? I didn't catch it because I don't follow her Instagram. Maybe apparently I should. Okay, so here we get into her now finally admitting it.
I have done the bacon before. I don't know. There's something about this that I like.
Frying bacon and bacon?
Well, it's the cat's out of the bag. I'm going to Texas. I tried. I tried. I don't know, man.
You didn't try very hard. You made a whole ass video where you were being smug as fuck while eating a potato, and then you told us you were going to Texas. I wasn't trying very hard. It kills me how she sits to cook everything.
Right, Amy? Exactly.
Okay, right now, the way she's wearing this dress is proof that she can wear this dress without her tits hanging out. I just need to have that out there because in the last video, she was also wearing this dress and her boobs were almost completely falling out of it. So this is physical proof that this dress can be worn without her boobs falling out of it, which means it's a conscious decision for her to yank the dress down to the point where it's basically a nip slip. Putting it out there.
Hey, ACR. Yep, we're just gonna little tappy tap. Okay, stop popping at me. Goddamn. Dramatic as fuck. Jesus.
It's bacon. And you're cooking it in a pool of grease. It's gonna do that. That's what bacon does.
Thank you, Buddha. Y'all are sweet. I'm gonna be more than okay. Y'all don't even know. Y'all don't even know. Oh. I really should have drained this a minute ago.
I think her brother walked in. She tries to keep him off camera as much as possible.
I did share that he's a Cancer, yeah. I'm not saying where in Texas I'm going, fuck that, but at some point, look, I've already accepted the reality that, like, even if I share, like, this much, I've seen how insane some of y'all are in the background. The background people, not my people, the background people.
Yay, we're getting yelled at again. We're background people now.
They'll figure out parts of it. I know that. But I'm not going to make it easy for them. Please.
I can sit here and list off all of the traits she's already given us about Remy. And I can sit here and tell you, if you want, there are places that aren't where I would normally say to go, where you can see a picture of what is probably Remy. And it's based purely on information that she has provided because she can't keep her damn mouth shut. So, I mean, the guy has probably already been doxxed. Okay? You made it pretty easy, apparently. Stab yourself with her.
So, anyways.
Apparently, it's time to celebrate when you stab yourself in the mouth or in the nose with your straw. I mean, you kind of what do you do? You've stabbed yourself in the nose with your straw on live camera on the internet. I mean, you got to walk it off. You got to walk that one off. So there's one other thing I want to talk about that comes out of this live, which is her doubling down on people just hating on her for no apparent reason. Okay, in case you're wondering what's happening, she's changed her dress because she didn't want to actually. Anyway, she's putting on a new fake tattoo. It's another one of the AI tattoos. And she looks over at the chat and she sees what is the name? Pat Bomby for Attorney General or something like that. Now, in one of her shorts, she decides to run at the mouth without being fully informed. And instead of saying Pam Bondi, she says Pat. And she swears that she didn't. Or I think that's what she's trying to do here. And she's trying to, again, deny and make it sound like the trolls are the ones making fun of her. She said Pat. We all heard it. The CC, the closed captions, here's Pat. Okay? But so she decides to, with this troll for some reason, she decides to laugh it off. Hamlet has to go. Hamlet's been banned a while ago. So yeah. I just want to play this little clip here.
Funny. You're funny for that. You know what? Slay.
She is so fake when she does this shit. Like, it is so obvious that she is fake. Just ignore it. Because it is so petty and it is so fake. And it's cringy. It's so bad. Just ignore it. Like, you are giving the person that you're trying to be like, I don't like trolls. You're feeding the troll right now.
Slay Queen. That's a funny troll. I will always give funny trolls their props. Let me explain. Yesterday, when I was sitting outside, I was just kind of like talking off the cuff about my feelings, my personal takeaways and like thoughts and emotions regarding like what's happening with the state of the world. And I brought up Pat Bomby.
Pat. It's even Pat in the transcripts. I know. I looked it up. Pat Bomby. Pat. It's Pam, by the way.
Briefly. But I misspoke and said Pat instead of Pam.
Mm-hmm.
And some people were like so much more focused on that than the fact of like what I was actually talking about or saying, to a point that it was like purposefully obtuse and stupid.
I know you're trying to be like, yeah, you're just purposefully obtuse and stupid. When you talk about important topics like that, it is important that you say things correctly, like Minnesota and Missouri. It's important that you get the states correct where things are going wrong, or say Minneapolis as opposed to a whole ass different state when you're trying to mention the city. Right? That's why people call you on your shit, because you can't be bothered to pay attention to the details. Pat and Pam are two different names. Yes, they're very similar. But if you actually gave a shit, you would have caught yourself when you said Pat and went, nope, I mean Pam. It's okay to misspeak, especially when you're talking about an important topic. Sometimes we mispronounce things. If I know I'm mispronouncing something and I have absolutely no hope of saying it correctly, I will say, yep, I mispronounced that, because it is what it is. But I try to be informed and I try to say things correctly if I'm going to talk about something that is as important as the topics you try to talk about. When it comes to girl world and I mispronounce something about the girls, I don't care. It's the girls. I get something wrong on Anna's timeline and I honestly don't care that much. It's Anna. Okay? It's fine. It's really okay. I didn't know that John was not married to Tracy. I don't know the name of John's wife. And to be perfectly frank with you, I don't want to know John's wife's name. That's fucking weird. I don't need to know John's wife's name. But I, for some reason, thought John and Tracy were married. Oops. It's not that big of a fucking deal. You not knowing the difference between Missouri and Minneapolis is. That's a big deal. Okay? You going after some woman named Pat Bondi is kind of a big deal because somewhere there is a Pat Bondi. There is somewhere a woman who's actually probably named Pat Bondi, right? That could actually cause problems if you were someone else of, significance. Pam Bond, God damn it, Bondi. Fucking hate your name already. That's the person we want to talk about, right? Do you get it? Do you get why people call you out when you're talking about these important things? These are important details of topics of significance. Right? Me misquoting Amber or not having a detail in your timeline correct is not a huge deal. Me saying you're going to Vermont as opposed to Texas is not that big of a fucking deal. No one cares. Well, people will care, but it's really not that fucking important. I know you're going to Texas. Don't anybody please. I know she's going to Texas. It's a point I'm trying to make. Pam and Pat are two different women. One of them is a horrible person, apparently. The other one is an innocent bystander. If you can't educate yourself on the fucking topics, these important world topics, don't talk about them. You want to talk about the fucking Epstein files. Go read the fucking things. Don't rely on TikTok. They're out there. You can read them. Go for it. You can follow the news just as well as anybody else can. I tell you what, you are not nearly depressed and stressed and angst enough to have been following the news as closely as you claim you are. Okay? Trust me. So shut the fuck up. Either get the details right because you actually are paying attention or stop talking about it. That's why people get mad at you for this. Because it's not important enough to you to get it right. I don't care which political side you're on. If you can't get the details right, or even realize that you're getting it wrong and then correct yourself, you don't care enough. So why are you talking about it? That's why people are on your case about Pat over Pam. That's why you got shit for Missouri over Minneapolis. Okay? That's why people are making fun of you. It's not because you made a mistake. It's because you didn't correct yourself quick enough and you didn't bother to get the details right. Okay? I don't know why that's so hard for you to understand. Nobody's trying to villainize you. If anything, people are trying to point out to you how not to look stupid in the future. Not everybody gets that, okay? Not everybody gets coaching on how to not look like an idiot in the future. Okay? Yeah, sure, it hurts. Don't get me wrong. I don't like when I get comments about being corrected about shit either. I get them too. But It prevents shit in the future. Okay? You just happen to have 1,000 million more people doing it than I have. And you are welcome to them. But the point is, it's just like, get the details right when it comes to these incredibly important things. Like, if you want to talk about Girl World and get shit wrong, look, man, I don't care. Okay? It's okay. It is not the end of the world if you get a Girl World detail wrong. And if you don't believe me, or if you don't agree with me on that one, I don't know what to say. But if you want to talk about Epstein files or the state of the US government or world politics, maybe get your shit right. That's a little bit more important. Just saying. Anyway, that's my little rant. That's where I want to wrap up. So, if you've made it this far in the video, go ahead and put a cleaning supply. So you just got a rag. Put your favorite cleaning supply down in the comment section. Let me know what you guys think. Were you fooled? Were you fooled by her gaslighting? Did you think that maybe for 1 minute she actually hadn't said Texas twice? Because if you watched my last video, you would have heard it. If you've been in any other Rosee reaction channel, you would have heard her say it. If you follow her Instagram, you would have heard her say it. So were you fooled? Were you fooled? Did you hear the progression of her going from no, I didn't say it, all the way to, okay, yeah, I said it and I posted it, but it's not my fault because I deleted it immediately. It's everybody else's fault for paying attention, right? The Pam Pat thing, that was just me wanting to rant. So good on you for paying attention. But yeah, so go ahead and put your favorite cleaning supply down below as your emoji. Thank you to everybody who's been supporting the channel. Thank you to my subscribers. Thank you to my members. You guys rock. Thank you to everybody who's going to hit the thumbs up button. And I will see everybody in the next video. Bye.
This is my outro music. You can't copyright strike me because it's just me singing. This is my outro music. Thank you for watching. See you next time.